Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. It's very great to be here today on stage. I'm Maike Neumann. I work as an online marketing manager at Germany Trade and Invest. And today we want to talk to you about how we guide our users with the help of AI search through over 30,000 content items on the GTAI website. And with me here today on stage is my colleague Yvonne Richtstark, also working at Germany Trade and Invest, and Tobias Glaßner from init. So
Hi.
Before we get right into the topic, thank you. Let me introduce you a little bit about what we do at GTAI. We provide complex, highly specialized information to a global audience. It's already been said. We provide German companies with information about international markets, and the other way around, international investors with information about the German market as a business location. We have content about more than 150 countries. This could be market data, industry, legal issues, customs, regulations, and more. This makes, like I said, over 30,000 expert articles, for example, reports, business opportunities on the GTAI website. And our target audience are companies, investors, and decision makers with an international focus. So this brings me to the actual challenge, which is that the path was too long. We have over 150 countries, thousands of articles, but the users need the information quickly. But this wasn't possible so far because we still have the standard search, which yields many results, but offers little to no guidance. For example, a company could be looking for customs regulations and gets over 100 results, but still has not the answer they were searching for. So we've realized that the problem isn't that we don't have the right information, but it's the access to it. So this brings me to our vision. With this realization, it became clearer. Users should be able to simply ask a question in natural language and get a well-supported and clear answer. Each answer should link to the original source in the CMS. If needed, you should have just one GTAI trade expert to whom you can talk to, and which was also important to us was not to replace the traditional search, but just add a smarter layer to it. Of course, what also matters to us is transparent sources, a strong data protection, reliable service, and that we could build trust with all of this from the very beginning. And of course, what we needed to make this work properly, we needed the right technical support and setup. So I will hand over to Tobias.
Yeah, thank you. So I would like to share a technical insight with you and how we made it happen with CoreMedia and the init AI platform. We start with a rough overview with the CMS editor. The CMS editor publishes content in the CoreMedia Content Cloud 12. And this pushes changes into the smart search, which we implemented. The smart search hands over the data to the init AI platform. And on the other side, the visitor could use the traditional search in the delivery site and can request questions via the website. Or the visitor of the website can use the smart search and could send a request to the smart search. And then the smart search hands over the request to the AI platform, and the AI platform responds with a smart search result. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the technique. We have the OKD on the left side, the init AI platform in the middle, and the inference cloud on the right side. The CMS editor publishes content. This publication triggers an AI feeder, and the AI feeder is the smart search, which updates the content the AI Connect API, and this transforms the data and chunks it, and this updates the index. And this update of the index is done in the vector engine. And as a vector engine, we used OpenSearch, which is an index for semantic search and semantic matching and keywords. And it also has access to the API gateway where we use Kong. And Kong has access to large language models, to embedding models, and to a reranker model. And on the other side, the visitor could start his request, add a smart search request to the smart search backend, and the smart search backend reads and search the index. And it also has access to the API gateway to Kong, and with this can access large language models, the embedding model and the reranker, and receives back the answer from the vector engine. And after that, he receives a response with a clear answer and original resources, and also the hint to the expert contact. Now I hand over to you.
Dankeschön.
Sorry.
All right, all good things come in threes. So GTAI, init, and CoreMedia. What have we learned so far? So these are our insights. To wrap things up, we still keep the traditional search on our website, but this is an additional one. So we have both ways to to actually get what you're looking for. We definitely have more requests per month, 2K more requests. Of people really using AI search on our website. So the questions typed in are a little bit more complex because they just write as they say, and they also interact. So that's definitely a game changer compared to you get a list of hits and then you still don't have the actual content you were looking for, and then you keep going and going and going till you get there. So it's kind of nice to talk to someone, yeah? And then we have direct feedback already, and it's luckily very good. So we have really good feedback so far. Also from, of course, people working, just a little insider. It was sometimes hard to get or hard to find our content ourselves. People were using Google to find the actual content instead of our old search. So now they really like to use our AI search. Yeah, and also, of course, user testings. And we didn't do a lot of marketing. We didn't really promote it. So we were really down to earth with this. But since we have good results, why not? Yeah, maybe you'll hear of it and GTAI sooner. It's in our name, AI. Yeah. Okay, so lessons learned. What's really important for you? What do you want to do with it? Is there anything in it for you? In it. Yeah. I didn't plan that, yeah? Okay, so really important, I think it's been mentioned before, is content is still king. It has to be the foundation, so it has to be good content, otherwise it won't really work. So there's this shit in, shit out principle about it, yeah? So you really have to make sure that you feed it right with good content. And then, second one is tech talk. If you have any questions about, okay, the whole indexing process and crawling, why it beats the other system, go to the booth, yeah, ask this guy, okay? And then, as I said before, we complement, we don't replace. So some people really want to go, some are all in with AI, others are not. So we just thought we add it, and then we'll see once we have it, which way to go next. Guidelines, really important. We really want to make sure everything's safe. We use only our own internal data, our own content, so it's all in our own cosmos, yeah? And we also say it, so if people use it for the first time, they will know, okay, all the sources, it's all from us, so they can trust it. All right, yeah, in case you forgot, these are our names. We're here all day, so feel free to connect, that's what we're here for. Thank you very much.